About a year ago, I decided to change the way I approached alcohol. Before that, it was my constant companion. I used it to numb emotions, create artificial joy, or simply make social events more bearable. Without realizing it, I allowed it to take up more space in my routine, until drinking excessively 2 or 3 times a week became normal. Even so, I didn't see myself as someone with a problem. In my mind, being an alcoholic meant hitting rock bottom, the person on the streets, helpless, with no control over their life. Like many, I convinced myself that alcohol didn't really have much impact on me. One day, while preparing for a lesson, I came across some eye-opening information about what alcohol does to the brain. That's when a truth, both obvious and overlooked, became clear to me. Alcohol is a drug, yet socially, we don't see it that way. This is likely the result of decades of marketing that softened its image. Think about beer commercials that associate alcohol with attractive people and glamorous parties, or songs that elevate it to a symbol of celebration. Even during achievements and special moments, like popping champagne after a victory or toasting on New Year's Eve, alcohol takes center stage. It's portrayed as a comfort, like wine paired with a cozy night by the fireplace. Gradually, this collective narrative turned alcohol into something seemingly harmless, masking its true effects. Today, science clearly shows that there is no safe dose of alcohol. Any amount can be harmful to the body. Furthermore, the stereotypical image of an alcoholic as someone helpless on the streets doesn't reflect reality. An alcoholic can be anyone who places alcohol in a central role in their life. This includes many people who believe they don't have a problem with drinking, but actually do. If alcohol is essential to your weekends, or if you feel like you can't enjoy a party or dinner without drinking, you might have an unhealthy relationship with it. I know it's hard to hear this. You might think, oh, but it's just my little wine or my beer. Using diminutives to justify consumption doesn't change the fact that we're talking about a drug. When you start to realize this, something shifts in your relationship with alcohol, and that shift is crucial. How you relate to alcohol doesn't just affect you, it has the potential to influence future generations. If you have children one day, the values and habits you pass down to them can directly impact their health. Reflecting on this and changing my perspective on alcohol led me to where I am today. Nearly 2 years of practically not drinking. I say practically because at most, I have 1 or 2 cans of beer per week, and only during my free meal on Sunday nights. I usually order sushi for this meal and sometimes pair it with a can of Weiss beer, a wheat beer that pairs well with fish. Interestingly, I often don't even finish it because I feel full. Reducing alcohol consumption brought significant changes to my life. The most noticeable was the improvement in my sleep quality. While alcohol has an initial sedative effect, it severely disrupts the architecture of sleep. It may help you fall asleep faster, but the sleep it induces doesn't compare to natural sleep. The result? You wake up more tired, irritable, and emotionally on edge. This creates a vicious cycle. You drink to relax at night, but you compromise your rest, leading to more stress and fatigue the next day. Identifying this pattern was a game changer for me. By virtually cutting out alcohol, my sleep quality improved dramatically. Another significant change was financial. Not spending money on alcohol had a direct impact on my wallet, easing financial strain. But the most important transformation was freeing myself from dependence on a substance to feel good. I've always struggled with the idea that my happiness or well-being needed to come from something external, especially something like alcohol. Today I'd say I'm dependent on running or exercise, but in this case, it's a healthy and adaptive dependence. Before, I thought it was impossible to interact socially without a beer. I believed it would be uncomfortable. Now, I can do it with ease, and for me, that feels like a superpower. However, this decision wasn't without challenges. There's often an uncomfortable social reaction when you choose not to drink. In groups where alcohol is common, your abstinence might provoke jokes, ironic comments, or even a certain distance. Depending on the environment, this can be tough to handle. And if you don't understand how society influences our behavior, it's easy to fall into the social trap of drinking just to feel accepted. If you want to start seeing alcohol differently, know that this change might feel uncomfortable. If, like me, alcohol has always been a central element in your life, eagerly anticipating the weekend to drink, or carefully selecting beers and wines to pair with meals, giving it up can feel like a deep rupture. It's like losing something important, a friend or even a part of who you thought you were. Relearning how to live without it takes effort and time. But despite the challenge, the benefits for your health and well-being are undeniable. And this transformation doesn't just impact you. The people around you benefit as well, as your choices influence those close to you, directly or indirectly. If you have children one day, this change carries even more weight. It's an opportunity to take on a role of responsibility, showing them that a healthy and balanced life doesn't need to rely on external substances. Here's my invitation. If you want to transform your habits and adopt a healthier, more functional lifestyle, follow this channel. I hope this content has offered valuable insights and helps you reflect on your relationship with alcohol. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.